everyone, welcome back to class. This is Shahnaz Parveen here with your online class. How are you doing? I hope all of you are doing great at home. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear students, we started a class on parts of speech. We have already learned noun, pronoun, adjective and verbs. In today's video, we are going to learn adverb and its types. An adverb is a word which modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb, except a noun or pronoun. Look at the examples. The boy is walking slowly. It modifies a verb. He is very honest. It modifies an adjective. He did the work quite well. It modifies another adverb. The moon shines just over our head. It modifies a preposition. I dislike her simply because she is very rude. It modifies a conjunction. This is a very interesting story. It modifies a participle. The machine is completely out of order. It modifies a phrase. Certainly, he will come. It modifies a sentence. According to the function, adverbs are three types. They are simple adverb, interrogative adverb, relative or conjunctive adverb. Simple adverb. The adverb which modifies a word or a sentence is called simple adverb. The girl sings sweetly. Simple adverbs are divided into 8 types according to their meaning. They are adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of frequency or number, adverb of degree or quantity, adverb of cause, purpose and effect, adverb of order, and adverb of affirmation and negation. An adverb of time tells when or at what time an action is done. An adverb of time is usually placed at the beginning or end of a sentence. It answers the question when. Look at the example. Today we are going to buy a new car. He came here yesterday. Some common adverbs of time: today, tomorrow, ago, now, yesterday, daily, early, so on, late, always, often, never, already, lately, recently, after, before, sometimes, late, finally, etc. Adverb of place. An adverb of place indicates where the action is performed. It usually placed after the main verb or object or at the end of the sentence. It answers the question where. Look at the example. Please come here. Jude grows everywhere. Some common adverbs of place: here, there, anywhere, everywhere, nowhere, near, far, up, down, below, outside, inside, etc. Adverb of manner. An adverb of manner shows how or the manner in which an action is done. It tells us more about the verb. It answers the question how. Most of them will end in ly. Look at the example. The pen writes well. The boy runs quickly. Some common adverb of manner: carefully, easily, quickly, slowly, happily, etc. Adverb of frequency or number. An adverb of frequency or number tells us how often or how frequently an action is done. It answers the question how often. It generally used before the main verb. He often comes to our house. Karim always speaks the truth. These are the examples of adverbs of frequency. Some common adverbs of frequency: once, twice, seldom, often, usually, always, generally, normally, sometime, ever, never, occasionally, etc. Adverb of degree or quantity. An adverb of degree shows in what degree or how much or to what extent an action is done. An adverb of degree generally used before verb, adjectives and adverb. Look at the example. I really enjoyed the movie. Modifies the verb. The sun is extremely hot in summer. Modifies adjective. He is writing very slowly. Modifies the adverb slowly. Some common adverbs of degree. Almost, most, to, very, much, more, as, so, enough, nearly, entirely, completely, just, hardly, fairly, really, greatly, quite, rather, etc. Adverb of cause, purpose and effect. An adverb of cause, purpose or effect shows why an action takes place and what the purpose and effect of it. Look at the example. He could not go to school as he was weak. He worked hard so that he could succeed. The man is sick, hence he is absent in the meeting today. Adverb of order. An adverb of order shows in what order or arrangement an action takes place. Look at the example. Finally, he accepted our proposal. He came to the dinner last. Common adverbs of order. First, firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally, lastly, last, next, etc. An adverb of affirmation and negation indicates affirmation or denial, certainty or uncertainty of an action. Look at the example. He is not at all a good man. He will possibly come today. Some common adverbs of affirmation and negation. Yes, surely, maybe, obviously, really, truly, certainly, actually, definitely, absolutely, truly, indeed, at all, perhaps, possibly, no, not, never, really, etc. Interrogative adverb. Interrogative adverbs ask question about place, time, reason, frequency, degree and manner of action. Look at the example. Where are you going? When will he go there? Why are you so late? How did you do the sum? How often does he come a week? How far is it true? These are the examples of interrogative adverb. Some common interrogative adverbs: when, where, how, why, how many, how often, how much, how long, whenever, wherever, however, etc. Relative or conjunctive adverb: when, where, how, why. These adverbs are used to join clauses or sentences is called relative or conjunctive adverb. Why, when, where, how are used with antecedent, then it is called relative adverb, and when they are used without antecedent, it is called conjunctive adverb. Look at the example. He knows the reason why he fell. In this example, there is an antecedent, so it is a relative adverb. He knows why he fell. It is an example of conjunctive adverb. Some other adverbs. Sentence adverb. The adverb which modifies the whole sentence is called sentence adverb. Look at the example. Honestly, I am happy with my work. Study hard. otherwise you will fail. Some common sentence adverbs: fortunately, luckily, honestly, hopefully, otherwise, therefore, moreover, yet, indeed, however, consequently, etc. When an adverb is formed by adding a preposition before a noun or adjective is called prepositional adverb. Look at the example. They started the work anew. He keeps away from school. Some prepositional adverbs: away, anew, indeed, afresh, today, tomorrow, ashore, beside, aloof, asleep, etc. Genitive adverb: the adverb which is formed from a possessive noun is called genitive adverb. Look at the example. Once there lived a king. Always speak the truth. Some examples of genitive adverbs: once, of one time, twice, of two time, always, of always, sideways, of a sideway are used as a genitive adverb. Introductory adverb: when, here, and there, used before a sentence as an introductory word, then they are called introductory adverb. Look at the example. There lived a king. Here is your pen. Quasi-adverb. A smallish group of adjectives are idiomatically used in such a manner as almost to fall into the broad class of adverbs. They are therefore called quasi-adverbs: previous, preparatory, preliminary, pursuant, regardless, irrespective, contrary, prior, etc. are the examples of quasi-adverb. Look at the examples. He entered the room without my previous permission. All attended the function, irrespective of caste, creed, and color. Compound adverb. A compound adverb is formed by an adverb being paired with a noun, adjective, or verb. They are used to modify a verb, adjective, or even another adverb. Sometimes, thereupon, therefore, nevertheless, otherwise, upstairs, downstairs, etc. are examples of compound adverb. Adverbial phrase. An adverbial phrase is a group of words which function like an adverb. They tell us how, when, why, where, or how much an action has occurred. Look at the example. He ran as fast as he could. Cricket has become very popular in our town. Adverbial particles. Sometimes preposition works as an adverb. They are known as adverbial particles: about, above, over, before, after, since, besides, by, down, up, in, on, out, of, etc. are the examples of adverbial particles. Look at the examples. He should move on. Here, on is an adverbial particles. Boys are running about. Here, about is an example of adverbial particles. Dear students, this brings me to the end of the lesson. That's all for today. Now I hope you have a clear idea about adverb. Dear student, lockdown is going on, so please stay at home and maintain the rules of health. I will be back with the rest part in my next class. Till then, keep watching, keep learning, and also practice at home because practice makes a man perfect. Enjoy your class. Goodbye.